Yes, good evening and welcome to Delta Mega Youth Summit. Sorry, not Delta Mega Summit. Mega Youth Summit 2021. We started out as Delta Mega Youth Summit, and so that's why it always pops out of my mouth. But now it has metamorphosed into Mega Youth Summit, and I want to welcome you to the 2021 edition of the Mega Youth Summit. Due to COVID last year, we moved it online, so we moved it virtual, and that's why we're virtual here today to talk on the program Mega Youth Summit. I will have to be correcting myself, back and forth. And fantastically, I see someone online. Wisdom Class TV says hello. Hello, Wisdom Class TV. How you doing? Welcome to the program tonight. We're excited to have you, and I hope that you've shared the stream with your contact. I would like for everyone who's watching here to please share this with their friends and loved ones. Let them know that we are here. Please share the stream with your contact. Let them know that we're here. And I want to know those of us that are here tonight. My guests are here. They're ready. They're in the green room. Milton, Tutu, and Daniel Otabor. Both of them are live. They are here already in the green room, seated, ready for you. For everyone who's watching already, kindly put a comment in the comment section. I want to see you. I want to know that you're here. And I want you to share this. Let people know that we're here and that we're ready for this year's edition of the Mega Youth Summit. All right, I see a few persons still joining. If you're joining, please share the stream to your contact, to your friends, to your loved ones. Let them know that we're here. We're ready for this year's edition of the Mega Youth Summit, and it promises to be an exciting time. I can assure you that my guests that I brought tonight will give you all the info, all the juicy details that you need in joining this program tonight. And remember, we're talking about starting young, and today is the International Youth Day, a day set aside by the United Nations to mark the day for the youth. And so today we've decided to gather here, and talk about issues that affect us as young people. All right, so I'm waiting for us. Share this to your contacts, share this to everyone on your stream. I'm doing the same. Let them know that we're here and that we're good to go. All right, so I'm waiting for you to share. While we are sharing that, I'm going to play this short snippet that we see how we have come with the Mega Youth Summit from the beginning up until now. I'd like you to watch this video. All right, so that's how we have come from the beginning. 2014 in Delta State University, Abraka. 2015 we went to PTI. 2016 we were in Warri. 2017 we were in Warri. 2018 we were in Warri. 2019 also we were in Warri. 2016 and 17, I think we did Edo, where we got into Benin after Warri. We came back into Warri. 2020, because of Corona and all and COVID restrictions, we did a virtual session, and COVID is still here. 2021, we're also doing it virtual. So I can't count now how many years We've done it every year consistently. Last year we had PC Timmy, we had Zion Oshobuge, we had quite a few other guys join us. This year, I have two young men that I've known for a while. In fact, one of them has been in all years of Delta Mega Youth Summit, apart from the first. Um, I'm going to be introducing them. I'm going to be introducing them soon. But I like to see those that have joined. I like to see your comments in the comment section. Let me see your comments. Say hello, say hi. Let's know you're watching, and let's also know where you are watching from. Okay, is that cool? So if you're watching, you can see me. Say hello, say hi. Let's know where you're watching this from, and we would gladly acknowledge you that you're here. Like I said earlier, my guests are already seated in the studio and ready to go tonight. Am I having challenge with the comment section? No, I have one comment already. Wisdom Class TV says hello. Thank you, Wisdom Class TV. I know you're watching all the way from Braka. All right, you're watching from Braka. Umukuru Feta, Hopelane. Hello, Feta. How are you? Welcome, 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 welcome. Well done, Ejirogene Onobu Korae. Comrade, well done. Welcome, welcome. Well done to you. Well done to you. Feta says, I'm following from Worry. Fantastic. All right, to all of you following, kindly share it with your contacts. Let them know that we're here and we're live for tonight's session, and it promises to be exciting. My name is Shagun Manuel. I'm the convener of the Mega Youth Summit and also convener of the Delta Women Empowerment Summit. But I'm excited tonight because tonight, even though it's virtual, we're looking at starting young. And, you know, in starting young, there's a lot of things we need to do to be able to start young. Prosper Okoloko says, you're doing a great job. Thank you. Well done. Thank you for joining. Share the stream to your contacts. Wisdom Class says, Wisdom Class from Delsu. Yes, that's Delsu Abraka. Welcome, guys. How you doing? I'm not seeing all the members of Wisdom Class joining this session, so please share it with all your people. Let them know we're here and let them join in. Oh, I've got my fans from Ghana. Fantastic. So this is global. I like it. I like it. I like it when I see Clifford TV GH. Oh, so that's from that my guy in Ghana that shared. Okay. My name is Opoku Isaiah Clifford from University of Education Winneba, Kumasi Campus, Akwaba. Welcome, welcome, Ghana. How are you? How are you, Clifford? Welcome. All right, so share it with all your contact. Let them know that we're here. Take that Destiny. How are you, dear? Says hello. Welcome to the program. All right. So let me move quickly. We have enough people here to get the conversation started. Milton Tutu, who's one of my guests tonight, is the group GM for marketing and innovation. I think that's what it is for Seller. If you don't know Seller, if you are a digital creative, you should know Seller. Try Seller on Instagram. He's a group marketing officer. He has been to every episode of the Mega Youth Summit apart from the first. So every episode that we've had, Milton has been about. He's my son, but today I'm having him here to come share with us as my guest. Milton Tutu, welcome to the program. Say hello to the viewers.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Mr. Shegun Mano, for having me here. Hello, everyone. Good evening to you.
Thank you. That's Milton Tutu. Welcome to the program. I'm going to have to add up Daniel Otabor. Daniel Otabor, are you ready for us? Welcome to the program tonight.
Hey, boss. How's it going? Good to see you. Hey, Milton. What's happening?
Hey, Daniel. How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good.
Good to see you. Where
Yes,
have you been?
I've been around the world. You know how it is now. I'm never the traveler. You know, but it is.
I hear you are traveling around the world, Daniel, and you're not taking me along.
Try my best. I'm trying my best.
I feel left out. I feel left out. You're traveling without me.
Boss, you know where your boys.
All right. Welcome, Milton, and welcome, Dan. I'm excited to have the both of you here tonight. We're going to be looking at the topic that I've already said we will talk about. and it's on starting young.
Great. Great. That's good.
Starting young is what we're looking at. Starting young. And in starting
Okay.
young. All right. So Daniel, you say you want the link. I'm going to send it to
Yes,
you
please.
right away. I'm sending it to you on WhatsApp so you have it so that your
Okay.
people can join. Okay. I
All right.
thought
Let
I
me just.
sent it to you earlier, but you have it now. I've sent it to you on WhatsApp.
All right. Let me just check that out now.
All right, so fantastically, we have my guests all seated in the studio today. So, from the beginning, we've always looked at different topics that are, trending in the country amongst youth at the particular time when we have the Mega Youth Summit. Um, this time, this time, I'm looking at something that I think is affecting us as young people, which is starting young. Before we came on here, I was telling Milton that all the guys in leadership in Nigeria
Yeah.
today started when they were in their late 20s,
Yeah.
early 30s, and by the time
Mhm.
they got to their 40s, they had done their first tenure. Look
Yeah.
at a Pat Tommy, for example, in the economic field. He had, in his 30s was already at the top of his career. If
Yeah.
you look at the military, look at all the Buhari's, Basanjos, all those guys, mention their names. They were
Yeah.
in their prime when they were actually youths in their 30s. But
Yes.
today, you see a young man who wants to do something in politics. You see you might not like him, but you see a show where he wants to contest for presidency, and
Yeah.
they are telling him, "You are too young. You are a youth. Don't worry. Wait for your turn."
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at his age, these guys who are telling him to wait for his turn had already done. They were already at the peak of their career.
Yes.
Same thing, you see a Jollof wants to be House of Rep member. They say, oh, no, go and start from local government chairman. That's where
Yeah.
you're supposed to be at. You see a Filadrote come out at 50 and wants to be president. And they say, oh, what have you done before? What's your pedigree? You're a young man.
Yeah.
So youth now has not become like a curse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Basically, in this our climb, we must get that right, because in other climes, look at Trudeau of Canada, look at all
Yeah.
the young people doing stuff. They're actually in their prime, they're actually in their youth, they're in their 30s and thereabout, and they are still, holding it and holding down in the different things they are doing. I just want to create a background to what this
Yes.
discussion will be tonight.
Yeah.
So, but in our climb here, they say, oh, he's a young man. Oh, you are young, you don't know anything. Don't worry,
Mm-hmm.
when you get matured, you will see what we're talking about. But for now, oh, you are still a young man. So that's why I
Yeah.
said, let's discuss on today, the International Youth Day. Let's discuss starting young. And
Yeah.
I'm going to start with Milton. I know Daniel is ready to fire, but I'm going to start with Milton because recently Milton just got, appointed, or is that the word now? Appointed or selected or got employed.
Appointment. It is an appointment.
Okay, fantastic. As the group manager,
Growth and
I'm not
marketing
getting the title,
manager.
the growth and marketing manager of Seller. Milton, you don't mind me, but how old are you? Milton is about 30 now, if not less.
No, no,
No.
please. I'm
This
23.
is not
I'm,
30 yet.
I'm, I'm 23. Please.
Milton is 23. You see the point I'm making? Milton is 23 and is already the growth and marketing manager of Seller
Yeah.
that covers customer service, covers sales, covers everything social media, a
Mm-hmm.
huge portfolio under his belt at 23 in a
Yeah.
company that is soon going to become a unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys didn't say, "Oh, Milton, you're too young, 23. Which day you finish school? Oh, go and learn the ropes. Go and do something else. Let's
Yeah.
have an elder, someone who's 30, who has been in the marketing industry, who has been in sales for a long time."
Yeah.
So this now, Milton's example is a typical example of starting young. So my question to you, Milton, would be, what did you do to get to this point where they actually are satisfied to say a 23-year-old Milton can be growth and marketing manager for a soon to be unicorn company? And what do
Okay.
other young people need to do?
Okay. First of all, thank you so much, Mr. Shegun Manuel, for having me here on your session. I mean, it's an honor to be here, and to everyone listening, you're going to have a great time here. Mr. Shegun Manuel, he's an amazing person. He's my father, right? I will never forget that fact. And thank you so much for having me here.
You should let
First of
them know
all,
that.
first of all, before I answer that question on what I did and all, I would love to let the audience know that being young and starting young has always been the norm, right? You can see the likes of our presidents in the country right now, the likes of people leading the politics and everything. They all started young, just like Mr. Shegun Manuel said. We can also go back to the Bible, right? Look at the life of Joseph in the Bible. Look at the life of David in the Bible. Look at the life of Jesus and every other. I mean, anybody that God used, right? They all started young, right? When David killed, Goliath, when David killed the lion and the bear and all of those things, he was a young man, right? He was a young man when Joseph had to go through all of those things that he went through to, become the prime minister, in Egypt. He was still a young man. You understand? So the thing is that being young, right? This is the most important aspect of your life because this is the point where you get to lay all the foundation for where you're going to head to. Because I mean, if the foundation of a building is not strong enough, then the building won't last long. So this is the most important point in your life. And what exactly did I do, or what have I done so far in my career? First of all, I'm very, very dogged about personal development. If you know Milton, Milton is very, very dogged about personal development, right? I mean, my first Mega Youth Summit experience was when I can see Mr. Alex Osage here. How are you doing, sir? My first Mega Youth Summit was when I was in my 200 level studying computer hardware engineering in Benson Dawson University. And what happened basically was I wanted to be there, and I was working with Mr. Alex Osaige in Six History Academy, and I knew that just me going there, it's not just it. I had to serve because I love serving. I had to volunteer, right? The social media team, they were filled up. What I did, I met a friend and I told him, guy, how far? Bring me your camera back. Let me use and go and cover this event. I didn't know anything about photography. I took the camera, traveled from Benin City to Delta State and started taking pictures, right? I didn't know anything about photography, but I just wanted to be there and serve. I would travel from school, Benson Idahosa University, travel down to Lagos where I live now, to attend events from Benin to Abuja to attend trainings just because I'm very dogged about personal development. I love reading, I love writing, I love learning new things. So basically, what I think has actually brought me this far is my pursuit for wisdom and always wanting to learn more. I mean, there are other things about relationships, about building strong network, about building strong connection, but that dogged love for personal development and actually investing in yourself despite whatever that is happening, that's amazing. I mean, that's it for me actually, and that's something that has actually helped me in my career and my life. Yeah.
Amazing.
Fantastic, Milton. Thank you. So the doggedness and the quest for personal development, always wanting to improve yourself, and that's something I've observed with you. You're always everywhere, learning something new and doing something new. And I think I like the fact that you mentioned that. Many people don't know that Daniel Otabor worked with Fela Dote. He was his personal assistant for a long time, and that's how I met Daniel Otabor. Today, if you don't want to meet the Oni of Ife, if you don't meet Daniel, sorry for you. I'm still asking him to take me to him, but hopefully, Daniel will soon take me to the Oni
Hey,
of Ife.
my boss.
But Daniel just wrote a new book on leadership,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
from what he's doing, you could tell with the caliber of people he's rolling with now. What
Yeah.
did you do that made you stand out to Fela Dote for him to pick you as a personal assistant? And
Yes.
what have you done from there that has made you even not too known, but to be in the circles that you are in, you're already
Yeah.
hitting it big? What did you do?
Uh, the fact is, at first it wasn't clear to me what I was doing right. Um, I was just a guy who wanted to be the best at what he does. I was just someone who had the desire for nation building, who longed to see young people become better at what they do. And I was doing that with my writing, with my speaking, with my traveling. And I think a man saw me and said, "Oh, this guy has something that he wants to give to the world. It would be good for me to help him shape it and make it presentable to the world." And he saw the need for me to be in his space as his personal assistant because, quote and unquote, I was of value. I was useful. People often say to me that they are using me, and I said to them, you cannot use something that is useless. Do you get it? You can only use what is useful, right?
True.
And I understand what you mean by they are using you. Like, it can be really tiring. Like, you are putting so much effort, you're not getting the feedback or the result or the reward that you desire. And I get it. I totally get it. But one thing you must understand is that to find yourself, the quickest way to find yourself is in the place of service.
Sure.
If you're lost, if you don't know what to do right now, if you're thinking, what's the next thing that I need to do? Just serve, volunteer, just get your hands and your legs and your heart going. Put your heart to good use, put your hands to good use, serve. And guess what? Somebody will see you and say, you're doing something right. Why don't you come and be in my space? Why don't you come and walk in my space? Right? I have, and I've done that over time, and I've tried my best to build a personal brand that speaks of value, leadership, excellence, nation building, and the love for the young people. And guess what? These amazing prominent men have seen me to say, you've been doing this for a while. Guys, I never blew.
Don't blow.
I never blew, right? You've been doing this for a while, consistently over the years. Guess what, guys? Milton, do you remember the last time? Remember when we were in a BlackBerry group as far back as
I remember.
Just a desire for me to see young people come together, let us see how we can just grow together and stuff. You've been doing this consistently over the years. And people have been watching, but I just wasn't aware. I wasn't paying attention to those that are watching me because that was not the goal. The goal was not to say, you're watching me. Thank you so much for watching me. Oh, thank you for applauding me. That was not the goal. The goal was to see people become better at what they do. The goal was to see Nigeria become better and become a great nation. That was the goal, and that was what I was pursuing. And people noticed that. So they noticed it and they said, you know what? Come and take this award for this thing you are doing. Come and take this award. And that's just the way it is. So, the first thing is service. The second thing is consistency. The third thing is that you have a brand that people can recognize from afar to say, this young man, he hits the nail on the head. If you hear me talking about Nigeria, talking about leadership, you will think they gave birth to me and Nigeria was what was in my brain. That's how much, that is how much I have given myself to nation building and leadership, right? And people don't even know the other things that I do. I say to people that I have things that bring me money in terms of profits. Right? And I have things that I pursue in terms of purpose. Now you can have the two together, no doubt, right? But are we here?
Yes, we're here. We can hear you. Go ahead.
So I have things that I do that bring me income and profit and whatnot. But I have things that I do that I can do for free, absolutely free. So if you tell me today, Dano, how far? Let us go to Zamfara and train people on nation building and leadership. I will not ask you how much. I'll ask you, when are we going? Do you get it? So I can differentiate from the things that I can give myself to effortlessly and for free, and things that I put my hands that will give me money. So what am I trying to say? So if you are pursuing your purpose and there is no income, you will get frustrated. So for people who are thinking, I pursue my passion, passion is not a good leader. Passion will consume you to the extent that you're not able to recognize yourself.
Dangote is not passionate about salt.
He's not passionate about salt.
Passion is not a good leader.
He's not a good leader. Passion is an emotion. Emotions are not good to lead people. All right? You don't say because you're not feeling too well or I'm not feeling the way the weather is changing, I will not go to work today. No. You go. What's the desire? What's driving you? Something that drives you has to be more than passion. So passion just helps you going to say, you know what? In the times when you're not feeling it, there's that passion there just saying, guy, do am now. You enjoy them, do am. At least they bring you money. You get it. So, guys, service, consistency, build a brand around that stuff. Be of value to people, understand your purpose, and try and make some money while at it. And then you're going to get to a place where you would enjoy the things that you're doing. Yeah.
Fantastic. Dan just took the whole thing from beginning to the end.
Daniel, we'll leave this show for you.
Don't finish everything now. No, just close. Maybe they go. But anyhow, I'm gonna bring Milton on. Fantastic points you made, about 5 or 6 of them. But one thing that stuck with me there is consistency. One thing that we don't know how to do today is our attention span is very short. So people just do things in 1 month, and in the next month they're not seeing the result that they are waiting for. Boom! So they have moved to the next thing.
So yesterday I was thinking, and I said to myself that people do not stay planted long enough to reap the fruits of their labor.
Sure.
And that's what you just said now. So just to cut it back, people do not stay planted long enough to reap the fruits of their labor. So you are always moving from one place to another place, 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 to another place. You've not gained the roots. There's no way you can reap the fruits of your labor.
You've not allowed the roots to gain ground before you are waiting to. In fact, it's like a farmer who plants something. After 3 months, he brings it up and says, you never grow rich, and puts it inside again. And goes again and bring, you never grow rich, and puts it out. So, like you said, you need to stay planted long enough to reap the fruit of your labor. The rema that's already coming out of here, this is more than a Sunday service. What we're getting from here already is more than a Sunday service in some motivational messages that we'll get on Sunday. But I'm going to bring Milton back. Milton, I want you to tell us. I really want people to have practical examples. Yeah. You didn't start with Stella. You started with some other. First of all, I saw the post you shared. You had to change location.
Yes,
John Obidi had to move from Benin to Lagos, and he always shares that story with you that, look, as much as I love Benin, it was comfortable, I had to move. Moving wasn't comfortable, but he had to move to Lagos for the things to click. You had to move from Port Harcourt. Many people don't know that. You had to move from Port Harcourt, and once you moved from Port Harcourt, everything you were doing started clicking. You started meeting with the people who were going to help you and all of that. And then you started working with a particular organization. You moved from there, I think, to another one before you got to this one. See, many people don't know now because Stella is not a unicorn yet. But when they become a unicorn, and which is going to be very soon, people will now start watching and saying, who are the people there? And a 23-year-old son of Shegumana is there as the growth and marketing manager. But so let's hear your story. I really want you to share that. Let's hear your personal story on how you moved, what it was for you. Remember, passion is not a good leader, like Daniel said. So it wasn't passion necessarily that made you move from Port Harcourt to Lagos. You were actually following something. And today, this way, share that story with us so that people can know that at 20, I can start, and I can start now, and I have the time. Because many people think I don't have time. Oh, Milton is already growth and marketing manager at 23. See now, me at 25, I never even do anything. No, you still have. There's something that Gary Vee shares a lot is the fact that we have time. I'm 41, and at 41, I'm still talking to Milton and sharing ideas with Milton. He was still sharing with me before the program started on what I need to do with my brand and needs to go. So in my mind, I'm saying, yes, these are the people I need to mingle. But some people will tell you at 41, oh, these ones are small boys. I'm not supposed to be hanging with all these guys, and all of that. So Milton, you see the way I crafted this story now. Bring the story like that. You have the floor in the next few minutes.
First of all, thank you so much for that question. And secondly, before I start sharing my story, I just want to make a tiny comment. Sometime, I think that was in 2015, 16-ish, I had this event. It was a WhatsApp event called A Youth with a Purpose, right? A Youth with Purpose. And my ever two first speakers that I had in that event was Mr. Shegu Manuel and Dan Otabor. And here we are again having this, right? That was the
Oh
ever,
wow, I've even
yes,
forgotten.
yes,
I'm telling you, a long time ago.
yes, that's a long time ago. That was the ever first online experience that I had, and you guys
Yeah.
were there. And first of all, thanks so much for being part of my journey. So basically, I call my story the come up, right? And my journey has been quite an interesting one. What you're seeing right now, the Milton Tutu you're seeing right now is I didn't just stumble upon whatever it is that looks like success because I've not gotten to where I want to be yet, right? God is still taking me somewhere, right? The Milton Tutu that you see right now didn't just get here. Let's go back to some couple of years ago, right? When I was 5, I lost my mom. My mom died when I was 5 years old. At that point, when I was just getting to know my mother and getting to have that motherly love, my mom died. That was in the year 2002, right? And a couple of years later, I had this very drastic accident. I fell off a moving car, and I had bruises all over my hands and my legs and everything. And just to think, probably that's all that life has to offer me. Okay, I was also born with a club foot. If you don't know what club foot is, just quickly search for it on Google. And I mean, thanks to my dad and the doctors, they were able to break my leg to fix it. A very funny irony, right? When I was 11, then I was in JS when I fell from a story building. Yes, I fell from a story building. You can see the scar at the back of my head. Fell from a story building, lost a lot of blood. I was in coma, and I was 11. I was in the clinic during the Christmas and New Year celebration. It happened 2 years after my 11-year-old birthday. That was and it happened on the 20th of December 2000. I think it was 2014 that it happened. Right. Yeah, I think it was 2014 that it happened. I fell from a story building. When I went back to school, because I was in high school, then when I went back to school, I had mental issues. I ran mad, actually. When like you've seen a madman before. Yes, I was mad, right? I ran mad. I had mental issues. All of those things impacted my academics. Thanks to God and thanks to the doctors. Of course, I'm not mad right now, obviously, right? I had serious mental issues. It impacted my academics. I wasn't doing well in school. Thanks to God, I was able to pass junior WAEC. But trying to get most of these concepts in mathematics, in physics, it affected me big time. Then I got into high school. I was to write exams to get into university. I wrote all the international exams. First of all, I have an elder brother. He got a scholarship to school in USA. He has been there for a very long time. He's married now to a white man over there. So my elder brother is like a year older than me. And if your brother has gotten a scholarship to school outside the country, you're the next person in line. So everyone, they're like, yes, I trust Milton. I trust Hamilton. Tutu, he's going to do an amazing job. I wrote SAT, I wrote TOEFL, I wrote IGCSE, I wrote WAEC, I failed everything woefully with my back on it. I failed everything with flying colors, and that was very devastating. I had depression because I really wanted to get to university. I really wanted to make my dad proud. I was using my elder brother to measure my life and all of those things,
Yeah.
right? Then I tried getting admission into Landmark University, but I got admission. They realized that, oh, he did not pass WAEC. They took the admission back. Then when I got admission into Benson Dawson University, right, they gave me an admission to the School of Basic Studies because my WAEC certificate was able to enable me, do a diploma in computer hardware engineering. That's how I started my career. But then I told myself that, Milton, see what happened to you when you were younger, what happened to you in high school, that doesn't have to be your story, right? Whatever has happened to you in the past, that shouldn't be your story going onward in the future. Then I was like, okay, I was passionate about speaking. I've always wanted to speak, a motivational speaker, aspire to perspire so that I love it. I love it, right? I've always wanted to do all of those things in my life. Then I connected with a friend of mine. His name is Clinton Energy, right? Clinton Energy, he's an amazing guy. Connected with him, and I saw all he was doing. Clinton reading books, and he also told me about this reading academy, reading thing that he had together. with Mr. Alex Osage and some other people, and I was like, yes, that's where I want to be. Association is very, very important. That's what people don't realize, that like you're not just the average of the 5 people you spend your time with, you are the best of the 5 people you spend your time with, because you're competitive. You're not just the average of the 5 people you spend your time with, you're the best, because you want to be better than your friends, you want to be better than those people around you. So if you spend your time with 5 wise people, with 5 wealthy people, with 5 rich people, you're going to be the best out of them. Now let's turn the script. You spend your time with 5 stupid, 5 broke, 5 useless people. You'll be the best useless person in your circle, because you want to be better than your friends. You understand? So Clinton Energy introduced me to Mr. Alex Osage. Thank you so much, Mr. Alex. He made a huge impact in my life when I started my career. Introduced me to Mr. Alex Osage, and that was how like my life changed basically. And we started reading books, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. All of those books, all of those things started changing my mind. That was when the passion for personal development came into play. All of those things started changing my mindset. Then I read this book by Fela Durotoye, this book about becoming an exceptional student. I can't remember the name of the book, but that book, I know that Daniel, you know the book, obviously.
7 Habits of High Flying Students, something like that. Yeah.
7 Secrets of High Flying Students.
Yes.
Yes, that was the book. I read that book and boom, my academics changed. Like everything about my academics became better. I was like, oh my God, this is it. So the problem was, it wasn't me trying to use the impact of the fall to, that, oh, this thing I fell from a story building, now I'm no more smart. It was all in my mind. It was all in my mind. Wisdom. It was all in my mind. I was just making myself think that, okay, I'm not smart, because I mean, there is this thing that our educational system has done to students, that, I mean, it says that, if you failed a particular subject, mathematics or physics or chemistry or English or government, then you're not a smart student. When there are other aspects of your life that you're phenomenal in.
Yeah.
Right. Then I realized that, okay, I am phenomenal in some aspects, in computer, in science, in computer engineering. I'm phenomenal in that. I like my first day in school, my results were amazing. Then it all didn't stop there. I kept on developing in myself. I used to write letters to secondary school to go and speak to their students. There was this period that we had this speaking engagement. Mr. Alex Osage called myself and my friends. We had this speaking group. I can't remember the name. I think it was Exceptional Speakers. Called us to the office for us to come and give the speech that we're going to give in the school. And yes, I was shouting, yes, you can do it. In his office, there was no one there. You can do it. I believe in you. Aspire to. I mean, I was doing all of those things. I mean, my first speaking engagement was in a school. Then I connected with PC Timmy. I mean, of course, you all PC Timmy right now, and she's an amazing woman. And PC Timmy, we had this speaking community called Girls Future Youth Initiative, and we used to write letters in Ugbowo. Of course, Daniel, you know Ugbowo, right?
Yeah.
Sasha, you know Ugbowo. We write letters, go to Ugbowo. We trek from we don't enter bike or what. We trek. Okay, we trek from one school to another, submitting letters. We trek, submit letters. Oh, want to speak in this school. Take to submit this. Oh, want to speak in this school. Some schools gave us the opportunity to speak. Some schools under the sun. I was with Kai. We were trekking. If you go to my Facebook or Instagram, you see all of those videos. We were trekking. Right, thinking about all of these things right now, brings like a whole lot of memories to my life. Right, we were trekking under the hot sun. We were hungry for success, not just for food, but we were just hungry for food. Right. I remember this time we went to speak in a church. Right, and after the speaking engagement, we had 3 of us. I mean, we went to speak in the school. The principal loved it, and he was a pastor. He invited us to the church. Went to speak in the church, and after the speaking engagement, we had 3. The pastor gave us 1,500 to share, 500 naira each. Well, talking about it now, it's funny, but then
was crazy.
He said
back then was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was.
I mean, I was in school. I was a young boy. I was hungry. I mean, I'm still young, of course, but all of these things, I was 17, 18, 19, doing all of these things, right? So the thing is that it's not too early for you to be somebody. It's not too early for you to start living your dreams. It's not too early for you to start doing exceptional things. I mean, young people need to realize that being young is not an excuse for you to be lazy or stupid. No disrespect. Being young is not an excuse for you to live a lackadaisical life. It's not an excuse at all. You won't be young forever. You don't have time. That's what most people fail to realize. I mean, how many years ago Milton was 18? I was thinking I'm young. Now I'm 23. I'm not young. I won't be young forever. In a couple of years' time, I'll be 30. In a couple of years' time, I don't have time. Treat your life with a sense of urgency. You don't have time.
Yeah.
How can I achieve my 2 years, 1 year goals in 6 months? So I finished from school, right? I finished from school, Benson Dawson University, and I left school and I went to Ibadan for service. I did not even attend my convocation because I had an interview at Glow. I was to work with Glow Nigeria, right, in Ibadan. So I had an interview with Glow. I left BIU straight up to Ibadan. But that didn't work out with Glow. Then I started working with a school in Ibadan, Leeds City University, as my PPA. Then, during the whole heat of COVID-19, I left Ibadan and I came back to Port Harcourt where my family lives, right? And I was in Port Harcourt. I was doing my things in Port Harcourt. I was, doing all of, I founded my first startup that failed in within a year, Square Academy, right? I always say that my first startup failed in less than a year. I founded my first startup during the pandemic, and it was amazing. It helped me to build experience. And it's one of the things that I did that actually, brought me to this point where I'm able to work with all of these global organizations, right? I started my first startup still then during the pandemic. We had the Square Business Summit, and we had over 5,000 people across, in like five or seven different countries. I had speakers from Brazil. I have speakers from China and all of those places. But after the pandemic and after everything that happened in Lagos during the whole NSAS protest, I thought I wasn't feeling comfortable with my environment. I didn't know, like, I was depressed, and I told myself that, okay, do you know what? I'm going to move in 2021, right? New year, new location, new environment. But still, October, November, I was like, no, I'm not feeling okay in this place, right? I called my dad and I told him, see, I want to leave. And he was like, I was like, I want to leave to Lagos. So I was like, okay, that's fine. At every point in a man's life, the man has to leave. Yeah, just don't forget the fact that I just finished NYSC, right? I just finished NYC. And that day the day I told my dad I was going to leave, I told him on a Sunday. Monday, I booked my flight ticket. Friday of that same week, I was out of Lagos. I came into Lagos and I called all my senior friends. Now, most times you hear me saying things like senior friends. That was one thing a whole lot of people need to realize. When I was 18, 19, I was in a training in Lagos where the ever first time I met John Obidi. And John told me something. John said, Milton, the two most important things in life, it's not what you learn in school, or it's not even what you graduate with. Although you should go to school and graduate with a good grade, but the two most important things in life are the skills you learn and the people you meet. These two things are very important. The skills you learn, the people you meet. So I tried to go big time into I love writing, so I started my career as a copywriter until I grew into marketing. Full-blown marketing and all of those things. So you hear me saying things like senior friends. My senior friend here, my Dan Otabor, he's my senior friend. Mr. Shegun Manuel, he's my senior friend. You hear me saying all of these things. But one thing, the only reason why they won't allow me to call them senior friends is because I have served.
Absolutely.
Right? It's because I have served. When I started out my career, I would text all of these senior friends, Coach Kemi Oyoshola, Remi Owadokun, John Obidi, Coach Sam Obafemi. I'll text all of these people, Dr. Foy. I'll say, boss, how far? Is there anything you want me to do for you today? Or what are the top 5 things that you want to do but you don't have time to do? How can I help you out? And that was it. They started giving, I'll start doing. No paid. I just wanted to help. Started investing in relationships. See, guys, one of the most important capital that you ever acquire is not financial capital, but relationship capital. Invest in relationship capital. Invest in quality relationships. How can you be valuable to people? How can you give more value to people than they are giving to you? How can you give more value to people that are giving? So every morning I text them. Even Coach Kemi Oshala wanted me to do graphic designing. I don't know how to do all of those things. So what I did, I called my friend Victor Demeko. Alpha Victor, Omo, my madam said that she wants this thing. Coach Kemi, she know that she's my mentor and she's one of those people because she wants a design. Please, I beg. I don't know how you can help me. I don't know how to do design. He'll help me to do design. Even if it's to pay Vic, I'll pay him. Do design, give to Coach Kemi Oshala. And the day that Coach Kemi realized that I don't know how to do graphic design and I've been talking to someone about it, she was surprised. She was like, Milton, wow, this is a heart of service. You need to learn how to serve. You need to learn how to be of value in people's lives. You need to learn how to serve. Very, very important. So I left Lagos. Sorry, I left Port Harcourt and I came down to Lagos. And I texted all my senior friends. One of the people I sent a text to was Dr. Foy. Right? If you don't know Dr. McFoy, he's an amazing man. You can check him out on social media. I sent a text to Dr. Foy. How did I meet Dr. Foy? When I was doing my industrial training, Mr. Shegun, I hope I'm not taking much time here, please.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
All right then. When I was doing my industrial training, I was in 300 level doing my industrial training in school. I left. I knew that Benin City, or please don't disrespect to Benin or Port Harcourt or anybody that live in the South. But I knew that wasn't it for me. I left Benin, I left Port Harcourt, I came down to Lagos to do my industrial training. And where I did my industrial training, Dr. Foy was one of the managing partners in the company, and I was able to build relationship with him over time. So I've written some articles for him. I've done a whole lot of things for him. One of the projects that we worked on together, right? That was actually a press release about this guy Bonner Boy. Was actually Bonner Boy saw it, he loved it, he shared it on his social media, right? And Dr. Foy was like, Milton, I want to pay you. Milton, take money now. Milton, I know that I need a lot of things. Milton, take money. I was like, sir, please, no, I'm not doing this for the money. See, money is not everything. Relationships are more important than money. I told him, sir, I'm not doing this for the money. When I came down to Lagos, I was like, boss, how far? I'm in Lagos. I was like, Milton, you're in Lagos? Come down to my house. I went to Dr. Foy's house. I was at his place. He gave me some advice and he connected me to some other people. Then he connected me to Fred Adimefe. And that's how I started working at Imaginarium Global Creative. And at Imaginarium, I was a project and content manager at Ultra. From there, in 3 months' time, I was promoted to the as the head of digital and brand communications. And while I was working as the head of digital and brand communications, I executed projects for some of Imaginarium's clients like Zenith Bank, Access Bank, OKX, Right Foods, Foley Company, Central Bank of Nigeria. Right. I was the lead executor of all of these projects. I was not even up to 5 months in Lagos. See the power of relationships. See the power of building strong networks. I'm not even up to a year in Lagos. I'm just 7 months in Lagos. I'm just 7 months, 7 or 9 months since November last year, right?
Yeah.
And from there, Seller gave me a very, very good offer. Probably sometime down the line in my lifetime, I'm going to tell you all about the offer that I was given. I was given a very, very good offer at Seller, and that's how I left Imaginarium and started working with Seller. So basically, that's and with Seller still, and people, when I was working with Imaginarium.
Milton, I want you to pause there. All these things this guy has said, he's just 23 years old. So let's not miss the point. The point of today's discussion is starting young.
Yeah.
It took his 18, 19, 20, 21 to serve other people. And in the 23rd year of getting into Lagos, he said it himself now, in less than 9 months, he moved from one company to the other. And today, I know that the offer at Seller is fantastic. I know, Milton. That's why I told you. I said you need to pay tight. I know the offer is fantastic. To be growth and marketing manager, if I'm correct, growth and marketing manager at Seller. Seller, like I said, is soon going to become a unicorn. Give it a few months. It's going to become, that time you will know the enormity and the value of the people we have here today. But mark that in your calendar that this guy is just 23 and is doing growth and marketing for Seller at 23.
Just to give give the audience a little bit of Seller and how far we've come this year. Seller is an e-commerce tool for digital product creators that you can use to create, launch, sell your online courses, ebooks, services, and receive payments from all over the world. And in 2021 alone, we've done a transaction revenue worth $1 million. We'll be making the announcement sometime next week. $1 million paid out to our creators in 2021 alone. Sometime in January, our revenue was somewhere around 1 billion naira. Actually, revenue was somewhere around 1 billion naira. So Seller is big, Seller is huge, right? I mean, we are headed somewhere. So yeah, so I started working with Seller, and Seller it was still based on relationships, right? Based on relationship. I never applied to work at Imaginarium. It was relationship, right? It was relationship and the things that I have done in the past.
Yeah.
When Mr. Fred Adime first saw me, he was like, Milton, I have been watching you for a very long time. I love what you do on social media. Come and work with me. See, guys, you are the light of the world. And social media is your platform. It has given you that platform to shine your
I'm
light.
giving you wings to
I'm giving
fly.
you wings. What kind of light would you be? Would you be a fluorescent bulb? Would you be a street light? Or would you be the sun? Choose your light. You understand? Choose your light. Social, and I mean, for every single thing that you do, share your story, share things that you've been doing, share your success, share your failure, share your lessons. And there are people out there watching you. You will never know.
Yeah.
Why was Paula confident enough to actually say that, okay, Milton, come on, because it's because of the things that I have done in the past.
Absolutely.
Why was I promoted in less than 3 months to digital and brand communications lead of Imaginarium, which like it's a huge company? It's because of the results I've gotten for the company and what I have done in the past. Your results will speak for you. It's very
Absolutely.
important. It's very important. So I mean, these are the things that have brought me this far. Relationships, very, very important. And there is something called identity capital. Please, I would love everybody here to take note about it. Identity capital. What is identity capital is the things that will increase the perception of your identity. Is the things that will increase the perception of who you are or who you look like. For instance, the things that makes up your identity capital are your relationships. Very important. The people you have on your contact list.
Mm-hmm.
If someone said, Milton, I see John Obidi in you. The people you have on your contact list, those guys will actually add up in your identity capital. That is not even all. The kind of organizations you work with. Okay, see, if you're a young person here, don't go and, in fact, doing your NYC, doing your PPA, don't go and look for jobs or something that will make you, all I have to be doing is just going to work once in a while and relax. No, 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 no. Look for things that will actually challenge you. Look for things that will help you to connect to more people, because getting a job, and I see like a whole lot of young people going into entrepreneurship, doing this, it's amazing, it's fine. But for me, at this stage of your life, when you're young, that is when you should learn. You're young. I mean, that is the stage for learning. Learning and getting a 9 to 5 is like you learning for free while getting paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
You
Say that
learning for
again. Say that again. Say that again.
getting a 9 to 5 is like you learning for free while getting paid for it.
Yeah.
That is it basically. When I was at Imagine, I mean, I learned a whole lot of things. I mean, as regards client relationship, as regards closing deals, as regards this, as regards that. These are things that have helped me, and this is my story. I'm legit not where I want to be right now, but thank God that the Milton that had mental issues, the Milton that lost his mom, the Milton that had a club foot while he was young, and the doctor said that he will never be able to walk. See, the thing is that God works in mysterious ways. Doctor said that I'll never be able to walk again in my life. That even if that I'm able to walk, I'll have to use a wheelchair or something. I was the basketball captain in school, my high school. I was the basketball captain. I played football. I played baseball. I skate. I swim. I do almost all the sports. But the doctor said that I won't be able to walk again. God works in mysterious ways. So the thing is that the things that the devil wants to use to limit you, that is what God will use to uplift you. Aspire to perspire. I have joined the people. You understand? The things that the devil wants you to limit you, that's what God will use to uplift you. And I hope that my story so far has been able to inspire you to make the rest of your life the best of your life. Thank you, sir.
Amazing.
Fantastic. We could wrap up tonight with this, but
I'm telling you, like
I will not do justice if I don't let Dan
no,
come with his
I
own story.
I think we've done justice to this particular summit. Just allowing Milton to talk. Like I think it's an amazing session. So I don't know if we should go further so that we allow people to in a
So,
sense think
man of God, I want you to bring down the spirit now. Now that meeting has done its part, I want you to bring the anointing down to wrap it up. But do your thing, Dan. Tell us a little about your story, and link it with Milton's, and let's see how
Yeah.
we'll get around this.
So I mean, I would try my best not to give you guys, because Milton has told you guys whatever the story I'm going to tell you is most likely going to be identical because there are some things that are fundamental. There's some things that you can see in all successful people. So I don't have to go back and start telling you all of these things again. So he has told you what to do. If you can follow that process, if you can be, deliberate, intentional, if you can be disciplined, you would succeed with all those things I just told you now, right? One of the things I want to say is just that I want you to understand that bad things happen to good people. All right. And what that means for me is that it's not always going to be rosy. Okay. And it's not because your life is miserable. It's not because God has left you. It's not because you are failing. The reason why we know what happiness means is because there's sadness. The reason why we know what good is because there's evil. The reason why we understand and we appreciate growth is because we know what it means not to grow. All right. So everything has a balance. There's harmony for everything. So I want you to understand that, bad things also happen to good people, but you must not allow that to, weigh you down. As you try and, succeed in life, as you try to make things happen for you, when you are down, don't allow your life, don't say to yourself, I'm a failure, I can't make it, I've been through a loss, I want to give up. No. You have to hold on, you have to stay strong and just allow yourself go through the process. Be refined for what is to come. All right. And I also want to say to you that it is quite important that you do not limit yourself by what you see currently. All right. Don't allow your current realities to limit you. One of the things that God has given you for free is the ability to imagine things. Right. Your mind can imagine anything at all. If you don't believe me, just go and check. Very soon we're going to be going on vacations to Mars, to space. Very soon, guys. Someone thought about to say, you know what, I'm done going to, vacations on Maldives, Zanzibar. Right now, I want to go on vacation to space, right? Elon Musk is doing it. Richard Branson is doing it. Jeff Bezos is doing it. So allow yourself to imagine things. Allow yourself to dream. It is free of charge. Dream and write these things down. Put down your plans. Also understand that because you have all the ideas right now does not mean you must achieve them right now, bro, sis. Write it down. There's an appointed time for everything that comes to your mind. I tell you no lies. There are things I thought about when I was in school. I was thinking I was going to do it in the next, 1 year, 2 years. Fam, I started doing those things 5 years, 10 years after. No jokes. Like, I had plans to do this thing. I've always wanted to have my book written, published, and launched. People even thought I already had a book because of how much I talk about my book. People already thought I was a published author. Fam, I just published my book in 2021. But people did not know because I always talked about it. I thought about it. I lived it. I embodied it. Right? So it was an easy peasy. So when people saw that I'd launched a book, people were like, of course it's an Otabor, he can do it. That's because I've given people that expectation. I've lived the life. All right, so allow yourself to dream, have ideas, have imaginations, write these things down. Every bit, everything that comes to your mind. Please, there's a reason why you have a notepad on your phone. Jot it down. It might sound stupid right now, but you can refine it later on in the future. All right. And again, please do not run away from responsibilities. Responsibilities are the fastest way for you to become successful. If you live and you long for irresponsible things, in terms of they give you an assignment, you run away from it. They give you a job, you say, I cannot do it, it's not my job. you would soon become someone that people do not come to anymore. And if they don't come to you anymore, you are becoming useless. And if you're becoming useless, you will leave that space. All right. And with the way things are going really, really fast. People are beginning to learn things very fast. So if you are not catching up, if you're not refining yourself, pretty soon they will forget you and nothing will happen. Heaven will not fall. Nothing will happen. Don't take it personal. Nothing will happen. They will just forget you and that's it. It happens that way. So you must not run away from responsibility. At this young age, your desire should be to take on responsibilities. If they keep on calling you for a particular job, if you are needed all the time for a particular job, they're calling you at the office, if somebody is saying to you, please do this for me, it's because you are useful, right? I feel like you should be scared when things no longer come to you to be done. You should start asking yourself, am I still useful in this space? Because soon enough, they would replace you and it will look like you were never there. So allow yourself to take responsibility for your life. Finally, guys, I want to say this here like I've been saying over and over and over again. Everyone hearing my voice is a leader. You don't have to be in any position. You don't have to be in any category, any class. Everyone listening to the sound of my voice is a leader. How are you a leader? You came to this life with an assignment. You came with a purpose. You are a leader because that you have a purpose. The moment, now this is the thing, because everyone is a leader does not mean that everyone is leading. Do you get it? So that's the difference. So everyone is a leader because you have a purpose. You did not just come here to come and, eat Nigerian jollof. No, you came here to fulfill a purpose. You have an assignment. The moment you discover the assignment, you start to lead a remarkable life. The moment you discover what you've been sent here to do, you start to lead. But don't get it twisted. You are a leader. Once you have that consciousness that you are a leader, you then have to now discover what you have been sent to lead. That is the way it goes. You then discover what you have been sent to be. So please stop saying that I am an introvert to cover up for your negligence or your incompetence. Right? I don't want to hear I'm an introvert. It is not in me to lead. Fam. Everyone has an assignment, even at that backstage. If you do not connect the wire, the speaker will not sound. So at that backstage, you have a responsibility. So lead it remarkably well. Even though you're not the one on stage, doing the Kanye West thinking, bruv, without a sound engineer, Kanye West will not sound well. So in your space, in your level, in your category, wherever you find yourself, lead amazingly. That is how you get more responsibilities. That is how you grow. That's how people recommend you. That is how you become someone of value. That's how you become someone of value. I want to end here so that we can let people just take that in and just, learn from all of this.
Man of God. Man of God. You landed it very well, Dan.
Time to sow seed.
Yeah, it's offering time. It's offering time.
Yes, so
but anyhow, let me say a special thank you to you guys. You actually have met the expectation of my heart when the Holy Spirit dropped the idea of the topic. I was doing something else. I was thinking about something. I was thinking of Greek because even the UN team for today is something about Greek.
Yes.
So I was thinking in that line. I have a few young guys that are into Greek and all. So I was thinking of bringing them. Let's come and talk about Greek and youth and all of that. But the Spirit dropped in my mind and said, starting young.
Yes.
Bishop Oyedepo built Canaan land, the 50,000 or how many thousand seat auditorium. He wasn't 40.
Oh.
He was 40 thereabouts. He bought his first jet. He wasn't 40. I'm 41. I don't have a jet yet.
So let me say one thing, yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting how, though you do not have a jet now, right? Just listen to Milton talk and how much of an impact you bring to his life, right? Do you know that there are so many Miltons you have created with the Mega Youth Summit over the years? Right? So people would say, a Mr. Shegun doesn't have a jet. But fam, you have grown human beings that would have jets, that would always link their story to you, no matter how much they try to cut short or proofread, they will always find a way to insert your name to say, if I had not done this in so and so years, I won't have been here. All right. At the end of the day, you realize that you've lived a great life. Just seeing your fruits. Just seeing your fruits.
Fantastic, fantastic. I meant that as it was, what's the word now? It was just for reference to say that if this guy had done this at this age, it meant that they started early.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Olusegun Obasanjo has been in leadership in Nigeria for over 50, 60 years because it was 20 something when he started.
Yes, over 50
He's 80
years.
today, and it's over 50 years.
Yes.
Babangida, name them, whoever you name. Patu Tommy has been in the financial space for over 50 years.
Yes.
Because he started early. As his 20s, he was already GM of Volkswagen and all of that.
Yeah.
So that's what the Spirit dropped in my heart to say.
Absolutely.
Look, being a youth is not, you're young people. You never will know anything. He's still young. He's still young. At 23, Milton is growth and marketing manager at Seller. That's going to become a unicorn soon. That's the Spirit. That's the kind of thing that we should be looking at. The guy that is the CEO of Patricia in his 20s, I think, if not early 30s. John Obidi is just 30-something. Jollof is 34, 33. I think his birthday was yesterday or today. Name them. The guy at Flutterwave and all his partners. They all started young. So it is possible. It is possible for everyone. And let's not even talk about the commissioner of sports in
Seun Fakorede, Oyo State.
Seun Fakorede, youngest commissioner ever in Nigeria. 27 as a commissioner, and he did extremely well.
Yes,
and we are all proud of him. We need more of our young people to get into the political space. If we must change Nigeria, if we must all not have to jackpot, myself and Milton were talking about jackpotting earlier on before we
I don't think it's about to jackpot our last, but just get your PVC first,
Get a PVC and get in the space.
Yes.
We must get involved in the political space. We must get involved in the economic space. I was telling Milton that today, very soon, when they write the list of billionaires in Nigeria, they will have young guys who have dreadlock on that list.
Of course, already.
And their wealth will be a wealth that cannot be controlled by quota system.
Sure.
Yeah.
It can be controlled by monopoly. They will not say, okay, it's only you that will supply. No, everybody, it's transparent, open, genuine.
Yes.
Not so it's not, there will not be billionaires and millionaires that government supported, and gave concessions and gave all kind of things for them to become millionaires. There will be people who develop something on their phone
outside of that space. Yes.
Sure.
So that's where I want to land the summit today. The Mega Youth Summit 2021. I want to land it on this note that it is possible for all of us to start, and it's possible for all of us to start young. I started public speaking when I was 26. I met Fela Durotoye when I was 25. And at 25, he had said, go and do what you are doing in Warri. And 26, I came back to the city of Warri and I started. Nobody knew me then. This is how many years down the line. Meeting, can you calculate how many years from 26 to 41?
That's something.
Something.
Wow.
Till 41. And I've been in the space, and by the grace of God, people know me now because I've put in that time. Even when I was in the backyard and nobody knew, I was begging churches to allow me speak. Instead of them to do praise worship, just let me be talking to the people. Instead of doing praise worship to waste time for them to come, let me be talking.
Talk to the people.
And then I finished talking, they give me pure water. The ones that give me bottled water. It started increasing. It became 5 Alive. From 5 Alive, it became handkerchief. From handkerchief, they came to face towel and biscuits. From there, they say, okay, take 2,000 joy. Hampers don't buy Pampers. So. But anyhow, we are grateful to God for where He has brought us, and now we're here. Let me say warm thank you again to my guests tonight. You guys have done justice to the topic.
Thank you, sir.
Daniel Otabor has a new book.
Yes.
A new book. The title is Dear Leader.
Dear Leader. Yeah, that's it.
So you all should go and get that book. I know Milton also has a new book. Milton is a digital book. that you wrote on sales. What's the title again?
Digital product sales on steroids.
Digital product
Me.
sales on steroids. If you want to put your goods, your books, whatever you are selling
We should get
digitally
that
on
book on
steroids.
Stella though.
It's on Stella.
We should get. I want to get mine on Stella actually.
Oh, amazing! After the session, we could talk and let's get that.
So you guys put my percentage in between there, whatever is coming. Seller, put my percentage. So as they are getting their leader, I get my percentage
Absolutely.
in between right there. Because I'm the one hooking up this thing now.
Yes, so. Yes, so.
Also, so for those who want to follow Daniel on social media, at Daniel Otabor, he's on Instagram, he's on Twitter, he's on Facebook. Look for him there. Somebody mentioned that I should share their links. I'm trying to look for that comment. Okay. It says great summits. Please drop a contact to reach you all. What one don't know is bigger than the person. Exactly. Uniben to the world. Okay, so you can follow Daniel Otabor on Instagram at Daniel Otabor. You can follow Milton Tutu at Milton Tutu. Mention that you're from this summit, and definitely they would listen to you and give you special discounts for the book and for the digital book, Sales on Steroids. Watch out for my own book coming on customer service. It's going to be on Seller too. So watch. Definitely.
Yeah, so
yeah, definitely. I already have an account on Seller, so that's where I'm selling it myself. I can sell to people in Ghana, in fact, on Seller, you can sell to people in Ghana, South Africa, US, UK. They can pay you from there.
What about Kenya?
Your money in your Nigeria. Yes, Kenya is there too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And you collect your money in your Naira account in Nigeria. That's the exciting thing about it.
I need to get it going then.
Yes, very easy to register. Thank you, Alex Osage, my brother.
Mr. Alex, my man.
Yes,
I'll remove my glasses for you.
Mr. Alex.
That's a weird part right there. You put your both handles on the comment. Daniel Otabor, amazing. Thank you, Epa. Domo. We appreciate you. Thank you all for joining tonight. And to everybody who has joined, thank you. Final word from you, Daniel, as you leave. Final word, 1 second.
Get your PVC, guys. We got to vote. Get your PVC.
All right, fantastic. Milton, what would be yours? Let's get registered on Seller. I'm sure that's what it'd be.
Actually, for me, it's go for the head of the lion and treat your life with a sense of urgency.
Boom. Go for the head of lion. Treat your life with a sense of urgency. Thank you, guys. I want to see everyone saying thank you to my guests on the comment section. If you enjoyed the session tonight, like I said, this episode is going to be repeated. Leave me alone. My children are everywhere. The session is going to be repeated on Facebook. It's going to be repeated on. I'm going to make sure it's everywhere. We're going to also play it again, repeat 2 or 3 nights from now. It's going to so more people can watch. I'll share the link so people can get the benefits of what we have gotten tonight. I want to thank you, my guys. You guys can take your leave now. Have a wonderful night.
Thank
you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So to everyone that is still watching, thank you for joining us. I still have a few minutes, so I want to take some of the comments. Milton says, Andrew says, thank you, Milton. Who else? Thank you, Milton. Soinka says, thank you. Oh, Nish, Soinka, how are you, bro? Micah says, you have paid your dues, boss. Thank you. I had to try. Pious Glory says, oh, yes, we enjoyed this session. Thank you. Vic, you were very consistent. Thanks, everyone. Vicky, thank you. I observed you were very consistent. Benga, my real estate man from Ibadan, just joining in. What did I miss? You missed a lot. So go watch it again. You missed a lot. Milton's ended up by saying, go for the head of the lion and treat your life with a sense of urgency. All right. Pious Glory says, customer success. I can't wait. Okay, cool. My book will be out soon. Working on it. Get ready. It's going to get to you very soon. Alex is reminding us, Mega is 7 years strong. We move. Thank you, Alex. You know the storyline. 7 years strong. let me play this video so that you guys can see that we didn't just start today. While you are putting in your comments, watch this video of how far we have come on Mega Youth Summit. So we have not missed any year from 2014 to now. In fact, 1 year we had the Delta and the Edo session. That's 2017 when we went to Benin to do the Mega Youth Summit. Okay, thank you all. Thank you. Allied Mother Petroleum and Gas Services. Thanks so much for putting this together. Thank you. Welcome. Sake says building us into strong entities. Thank you. Andrew says super blessed and energized. Awesome. Alex says how time flies. Fantastic. 7 years of doing this consistently. I was in the first, second, and third edition. Wow. See guys with their stories. Welcome, Benga. I know. Now you are in the 7th edition. Thank you. All everybody that joined tonight. Please do share the video wherever you're watching from so that other people can get experience from what we enjoyed tonight. Have a fantastic night. I love you all. God bless you.